Jack never imagined that his father, who was terminally ill and completely bedridden at home, would prove to be such a formidable warrior on the battlefield. Despite his frail condition, his father not only endured a full month of combat but ultimately succeeded in capturing the enemy fortress. Yet this decisive victory came at a great cost. It severely worsened his father's condition. Since returning, he had lain unconscious, and Jack was consumed by guilt. He believed it was his own inability to fight that had forced his ill father to take matters into his own hands. Now, there was nothing Jack could do to help except commit himself to intense training, hoping to gain the strength needed for battle as soon as possible. Not long after Jack left to train, his fiancée, Alicia, came looking for him out of concern. Since their last meeting, the two had been exchanging letters regularly, and Jack had always been open about his feelings in his writing. But after the recent war, not only did his letters become strangely detached, Alicia could no longer sense his emotions. Worried, she decided to seek him out. As if reading her thoughts, Andy, who had witnessed everything, honestly explained what had happened. Jack had been deeply affected after witnessing an execution, tormented by his inability to fight and burdened with guilt over his father's deteriorating health. Hearing this, Alicia felt utterly helpless. Despite being Jack's fiancée, she had been unable to support him in his time of suffering. Learning that he was pushing himself to train at a time like this, she hurried to find him. But when she arrived and saw him training with fierce determination, she hesitated. Sensing that this was not the right time to interrupt, she quietly closed the door and stepped away, her heart heavy. Just then, a maid brought unexpected news. Lord Raven, Jack's father, had regained consciousness. As everyone prepared to inform Jack, the maid stopped them. Raven had specifically asked to see the three of them first. With uneasy hearts, they entered Raven's room. Though clearly at the end of his life, his presence remained commanding. He asked how they were finding life in his domain, and though each had different experiences, all three agreed without hesitation. It was like heaven. Hearing this, Raven spoke openly. He knew he did not have long to live. Only I truly know my own body, he said. Facing death, he regretted not having done more while he still could. He wished he had taken Jack to battle more often and taught him the harsh realities of the world. Now, all he could do was ask the three of them to watch over Jack in the future. This was not an order from a lord, but a request from a father. Though he had initially found their presence unconventional, one from the Marr family, one a woman, and one just a 5-year-old child, he now admitted that Jack had shown remarkable judgment. He was proud to have them. After speaking with them, Raven asked to see Alicia alone. Though surprised, she introduced herself with grace and composure. She apologized that their first meeting had to be under such circumstances, but Raven smiled and revealed that they had, in fact, met years before at a funeral. He had been impressed by her calmness and compassion even as a child. While others cried, she comforted those around her. He knew then that she would make a wonderful wife. As he had been close with her father, the match was easily agreed upon. Raven expressed his hope that she would not look down on their modest territory or doubt Jack's reliability. But Alicia reassured him she had never thought such things, and she spoke firmly in Jack's defense. Their conversation soon ended, and Raven let her know he wished to see Jack next. As the others went to bring him, Andy lingered behind, overcome with emotion. As the first member of their group and the only skilled close combat fighter among them, he owed much to Raven, who had not only taught him swordsmanship but also how to live with integrity. Now, faced with Raven's illness, he felt powerless and could only grieve silently in the corner. When Jack arrived, he brought medicinal herbs he had researched during his father's campaign. But Raven knew all too well that if such an illness could be easily cured, there would be no need for physicians. He didn't want to discourage Jack. In fact, Jack's determination reminded him of his own youth, when he had first resolved to become a warrior at Jack's age. Father and son spent the night talking heart to heart. Then, the next morning, Raven passed away quietly, as if his lucidity the night before had been a final gift. There was nothing more Jack could do but honor him with a ceremonial cremation. In that moment, Jack inherited his father's title as Lord. Though young, he was not underestimated by the people of the territory. They had watched him grow up and believed in him wholeheartedly. And so, Jack's story truly began.